Hey, good morning, friends. I'm Mark Roby. Welcome to Rolling River Farm, the home of Fruitwood Nursery. Today I want to teach you how to top work an existing fruit tree using the bark graft. Top working established trees is extremely fun and rewarding. It can be done on almost every kind of fruit tree imaginable. Maybe you have a tree that produces mediocre fruit, or just too much of it at one time. Or most likely you have heard of some great variety and really don't have the room or need for another full tree. Time to pull out your pruning saw and grafting knife and make a multi-variety tree.
For top working with the bark graft, you will need a grafting knife, poly grafting tape, grafting seal, white latex primer, and labels, as well as pruners and a pruning saw.
The bark graft is the easiest and best graft to use for top working and can be used on limbs up to 6 inches in diameter or more. It needs to be done once the rootstock's tree's sap has begun to flow, allowing the bark of the tree to slip and be pulled back enough so the scion can be slipped underneath. For our demo today of top working with the bark graft over an established tree, we're going to do this limb here. This is a good pear, but we don't know really what it is name-wise. And you can see in the past years we have top worked over every other limb of this tree. And I've been hanging on to this one. And I will continue to hang on to this one little spur just in case someone comes by who knows what this pear is. But we prefer pears. We know what they are here in the nursery business. So we're going to work this one over here. First, cut the rootstock or limb to be grafted off a few inches from its base or junction with the main stem of the tree. Choose a piece of scion wood that is half or preferably less than the diameter of the stem to be grafted. Cut the base end of your scion piece off to expose fresh wood with the green cambium layer showing. Place the base of your knife blade on the scion about 1 1/2 inches up from the bottom of your scion piece. Keep your elbows tucked in and arms held rigid to make a smooth, even cut with no twists or wobbles. The goal is to make a straight cut that comes out about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through the width of the scion. Then flip the scion over and make a cut about 1/2 to 2/3 of the distance up towards the top of the first cut. Look it over well to make sure it has a good chisel-like tip and is smooth and even. Cut the scion to length, leaving at least 2 buds in length above the graft cuts. Next, make a cut with your knife lengthwise along the side of the branch being grafted, pressing it through the bark until it hits the wood underneath. While it is still embedded in the bark, give the knife a slight twist to peel the upper corner of the bark up a tad. Twist the knife the other direction to do the same on the other side. Take your scion and put its tip with the larger cut edge facing in so its edge is aligned with the junction between the bark and wood of the rootstock. Gently push it into the slight opening made in the loosened bark, being careful that it is sliding fully underneath the bark until its upper edge is even with the cut top of the limb's face. If the limb is wide enough, more than one scion can be inserted around its diameter. A 1 1/2 inch diameter face can usually accommodate 2 scions. 3 inches can take 3, and 4 inches and above stems can usually accept 4. Once the scion or scions have been placed, tightly wrap the branch end with poly tape. Use plenty of tape to make sure the scions are firmly held in place. The face of the limb end, as well as around the area where the scion stems go into it, needs to be thoroughly painted with grafting seal. Remember to put a little seal on the tips of the scions too to keep them from drying out. Also be sure to label your new grafts well. We like to put 2 tags on each grafted branch just in case one gets broken off or fades.
Once your grafts have started to push, it is important to go back and cut off any suckers that might sprout on the branch below them. If allowed to grow, they could smother out your new graft's shoots. If you have cut off most or all of the tree's branches to graft onto, it is a good idea to paint the tree's bark with a 50% white latex primer paint and 50% water mix to reflect light and protect the bark from getting sunburned. A quick painting will help protect it until shade has grown back in from the growth of your new grafts. For more information, visit our website, fruitwoodnursery.com.